Hi everybody, I just wanted to let you know today I would really like to do a tutorial about some of my favorites. I'm not going to have an intro, I'm not going to have anything, I just wanted to talk to you about some of my favorite palettes. I just have my base on, I have my blush on, I have all that kind of stuff on, but I haven't done my eyes yet. So I thought maybe I can try to pick one of them and see if we can do a kind of a quick eye look type of scenario. So I just wanted to let you know some of my favorite palettes. They're my go-tos. There's a one I really love the most. I have two from ColorPop, I have two from Too Faced, one from Makeup Revolution, and then I have one from BH Cosmetics. So the first one that I have is the ColorPop Fame. I absolutely love this one. This is one that I like to use in everyday colors, something that I will wear all the time, even in simple colors if I'm just running and I don't want to do a glam eye or I don't want to do anything like that. But the purples that are along the bottom are just some of my absolute favorites. These whole two rows. These two rows are fantastic, and I often use a lot of these colors even to set transition colors to make those ones help the other colors that I'm going to use just completely pop. So that just makes perfect sense. Sorry. The other one is the Give It To Me Straight from ColorPop. This one I love as well. This one is another one that actually has similar purples to it, but I love the way the shimmers in a lot of the maroons and stuff down at the bottom. Again, I also like these ones on the top to just do a lot of transition shades if I don't have access to my Ulta ones. This is one that I would take with me if I was to go, or when we go traveling, wherever we go, because this one pretty much has everything that you need. The other one that I just showcased, this is also from Too Faced, is of course going to be the new pumpkin spice one. The new pumpkin spice and everything nice. The mirror is fantastic. It is easy to use. The colors in here are just absolutely phenomenal. I've actually been using the gold to actually highlight the inside of my eye, and it makes it look amazing. I'm learning how to actually pull out the eye and to stretch the eye out a little bit more. I'm gonna start trying to work on doing either a cat eye or a winged eye. I'm going to start trying that, but I have a general tendency to just go with what I used to do, which is just the long line on the top, because it looks beautiful as well, and I don't think that I really need to if I really don't have to. So that's my third favorite. This one is another one that I go to all the time. This is the little Tartlet made by Tarte, of course. This is the Tartlet in Bloom. I really love this one. This one is one that I do also take with me everywhere that I go. It is one that is easily packed. It is something that it just has colors for everything. It is something that you can just easily use. You take a few brushes. If you're just going somewhere overnight, throw a couple brushes in a makeup bag, a nice blush, little bit of contour, and then this and a mascara. You wouldn't even really need an eyeliner if you really don't want one, because the colors on the side, these ones can also act as your eyeliners as well. If you put them along your lash line using your smudge brush, something fantastic. You can match the bottom with the top. I love that Tartlet. I also have the other one in blue, but please forgive me, I can't remember the name. One of my newest ones that I absolutely love so much is Makeup Revolutions. Their Favors the Brave. This one has every color I could have imagined, anything that I actually thought that I could have ever used. I really wish that I would have gotten in touch with this a long time ago, because this is another one of my go-tos. This is another one that I use often. This has every color possible. It has greens, it has blues, purples, browns, shimmers, mattes, anything that you can think of, and it makes all intensive colors. You can actually mix any color in here. Would work together. Like, I just really love them, and this one's my absolute favorite. I love that one. So there's that one. And then the fourth one that I like so much, and I have fallen in love with this one, and this was one of the first reasons I wanted to start a YouTube channel, because when I saw this on some of what the YouTubers were using, I realized that I was a little bit behind, not by much, just a couple weeks, but the Zodiac palette. This Zodiac palette is absolutely amazing, and I truly love the highlighter in the center. I really, really do. And I learned to really love this because while I was watching people, like what I had said before, while I was watching people that were actually doing the tutorials on it, I felt that they kind of had it wrong. They didn't see the whole scheme for everything that it could be. And this is a palette that actually can be everything. You can use anything in it because all of the colors actually match the 3 mattes. So any of the shimmers go with the mattes. So that's what I was discussing. These 3 will go with this one. This one has these 3. You know, like this one would have these 3. You can make any type of eye that you want, and it's absolutely stunning. So really what I'd like to do today is go ahead and go on with using something out of this new BH Cosmetics. I just love this palette. The Zodiac palette is just for me. The shimmers are absolutely beautiful. I would even dare to wear the greens if that means anything. I'm going to go ahead and put on a transition color because there are just 1 or 2 in here that really match all the other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Ulta with my Say What or with the coconut that I always start my eyes with. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Say What. I have primed my eye already. So I'm ready with this Say What, and I'm probably just going to use this little mirror right here. Sorry, this is with the coconut. So I'm just priming with the coconut. Please forgive me, today my right hand, I'm very right-handed, and that is hard for me to use my left hand. So, and I'm having a little bit of trouble with my right hand, actually a lot of trouble. So please forgive me if nothing turns out perfect, but I'm going to work on it. I'm going to force it to try to do what I want it to do. So we'll see if this comes out okay. Today also in the foundation that I used 2 because what I'd done before actually ended up with ones that are too light. Now I never really was sure how to use these NYX ones because it's the drop stuff. It's very thin, and this one is so white I actually could use it probably as more of a concealer or just something that if I wanted under here, or a highlight because it is so pale. So what I did though is I matched it with my L'Oreal True Match, which I feel is just a little bit darker for me. So honestly I put the 2 together, and this is the foundation color that I got, and I'm actually quite impressed with it. So now I know that I'm not going to be able to waste anything. I just have to mix the 2 together. Went ahead and put it on with a damp beauty brush, and then we were just going to go from there. So that works for me. So today I am thinking that I wanted to do somewhat of a fall color. So because I just absolutely love this palette so much, it is so hard to decide. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and use the Capricorn, the Sagittarius, and the Scorpio. I'm going to go ahead and do those on the lid, and then I will go ahead and use probably the Sagittarius. These 2 for my transition. Here's my first one. Here will be the second, and then I'll go ahead and use these 3 to make more of a fall type of color. The other thing that I would like to use is also my BH Cosmetics eyeliner that is in my charcoal brown, I think it is. Sorry, it's in a brown color, and I'll have to find it. It might be in my bag because I carry one with me all the time. And let's see, BH liquid liner. I did put it away, but this one's in black. I have actually my black BH one. So we'll just go ahead and use that because I really think that the other one is actually in my purse. It's the one I carry with me all the time. I would prefer to use it in brown, but I don't really want to go get it. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the Aquarius matte, and we're going to go with that. And I'm just going to go ahead and work with that color right now in my right hand. I'm going to put that in the top. Just go over nice and light. Okay, and go ahead and do it on the other side. See, I already blipped once. Touched my eye where I shouldn't. Nice and soft. Just want to blend it out really well. But I'm going smooth with my right hand because I don't want to lose function in it, because that's really what's happening right now. It feels like lava's moving up my arm right now, so I'm just gonna use a very soft hand. I don't want to even try with my left because I can't even pick up a glass of milk with my left hand. It just goes south. The only thing I really do with my left hand is type, so and I'm not really exactly sure how I worked that out, but that is the one thing that I'll do, is just go ahead and use my left hand to type because I'm safer doing that. I've never taken my thing off, so I'll take that off for now. Okay, again, so I'm just gonna go and do you know, some blending. So this is the, what do you guys call it, the Aquarius matte. I think that's how we should just go ahead and reference them. It's an easiest way to do it. With the same brush, I'm going to go ahead and use the Capricorn matte, which is the little bit the olive green. I really think that the olive greens will be okay on my blue eyes. Because my eyes are so bright, using a brighter green is something that actually just turns my face into, it turns it so pale, and it actually makes it look like I'm sick, like maybe a cancer patient or something. I mean, the green is just so not for me. Years and years ago, one thing that I did do was I went ahead and tried on an emerald, and even the person at the jewelry store said the same thing to me. She said, "Ma'am, green is not for you." So I learned that day that rubies and rubies and sapphires were definitely more my color, that emeralds were definitely not. So I'm just taking that olive green from Capricorn, and I'm going ahead and putting that one in my crease, as you can see. So I'm going to go with the other eye. This one in my crease as well, nice and gentle, again, so I can keep use of this hand. And I think what I'm going to do is find my little packet brush, because I love these. And again, the ones in this BH Cosmetics, they are baked, and I absolutely love them. But oftentimes you kind of need a concealer that goes with it. I already have my MAC Prime on there. I might just go ahead and put a little bit more over my lid. So here's the two colors in transition. They look gorgeous as usual. Okay, so I'm just going to set that brush down, and then I'm going to find my little packet brush. Here's one of them. And I'll take this one as well. And I want to use those three because I really do want a gorgeous, gorgeous, I just think that I really want a gorgeous fall color. There's so many fall colors that I think that people just forget about, and cool colors are just awesome. And like I've said before, I've always used a cool color. So all I'm doing is just taking my MAC paint pot one more time, and I'm going to go ahead and just use my finger and put it on my eye one more time. So I'm kind of double thicking it. Instead of using my Tarte Shape Tape, that's another one that I really don't use that much anymore because it's just so thick. But I use the concealer that they have, the creaseless concealer, because it works. That one and my Charlotte Tilbury, those are the two that I use often. And then still the Age Rewind, I still use those three at all times. Just depends on what I grab for the moment. It really does. It just depends. I think the three of them are really good. I'm actually thinking that the Shape Tape one is probably my favorite one so far. I think that one would be the best one so far. The concealer, the Tarte Creaseless Concealer is the one that I actually would go for, I think, right now. But you know what? Formulas are changing every day, and they're always making new stuff. So we can always build up on new, always try new products. That's the point. That's how wonderful this business is and how it just evolves into other things. So I'm going to go ahead and take my small packing brush, because the first color that I'm going to try in here today is I'm going to go ahead and go with, the Aquarius first. Okay. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and put that, please forgive me, trying to do two things at once with a messed up hand. Doesn't always work that well. Sorry, guys. Okay, we're going to put this on the inside of the eye. And pack that. Definitely. This is a gorgeous golden. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the other eye. Same thing. So here is one layer, the one layer in the center, and that's the Aquarius one. Loving it. Not finding much fallout. There's not a lot of kick up still. This is what I found out with the original one. I am going right up to the center line in my crease. Gonna try that out with this other one too. Perfect. Okay, so since I went ahead and used the Capricorn, I'm going to go with the Capricorn center one here. since I used the olive green, we're going to go with that one. And that one I'm going to go ahead and put right in the center. So we'll be able to see if this green actually makes me look bad or not. Oh my goodness. All the way back up right to the center. So gorgeous. These shades are just absolutely pigmented and they're so wonderful. Again, right up to the crease on both eyes. My hand's working. Ooh, it's so gorgeous. Oh yeah. Okay, so far here is the green and the gold on the inside. And I'm going to be blending them out for sure. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Sagittarius, which is the brighter green. This Sagittarius here is really a bright green, as you can tell. And I'm going to go ahead and try it. I'm thinking that I might actually try Aries instead, but I'm going to go ahead with the Sagittarius and see if there is a way that I can actually make that green look good. Maybe I can blend it a little bit more with the olive, but let's see what we can do. I'm going to use my packing brush one more time. Go ahead and pack it on that brush. And I'm putting that on the outside of the lid only. Just into the end of the lid, putting it up to the crease. Well, maybe this color isn't so bad. Just for my skin tone. Oh, wow, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Loving it. I do have a little bit of fallout, but because they're baked, I'll go ahead and fix that. I'm going to go ahead and actually put the green underneath, just halfway, just to see what it's going to do for me. Nice. Oh, look at that. It's so beautiful. Okay, I'm going to be done with those. Take the original brush that I have. I'm going to go back into that same Aquarius matte that I have, and I'm going to go ahead and just blend into the crease and up a little bit. And again, with a really soft hand. I don't want to go too far out from my from my eyebrow, because you don't want to see, like, I already have stuff that I'm going to need to clean up. You really don't want to. When you have eyes that are big like mine, unfortunately, that's one of the things that happens. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, one thing that I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my brush cleaner, because if you've noticed, this brush has actually picked up a little bit of the shimmer pigment. So I'm going to go ahead and clean my brush and clean all the brushes. I'm going to go ahead and go in again with a lot, not with the shimmers, but I'm going to go with the mattes again, because oftentimes shimmers can just be so overbearing, and I don't want them to be. Now, women of age, because we are of age, oftentimes there's a lot of times that the shimmer can actually give you a little bit of age to your eye. I mean, we're not young anymore and that kind of stuff. So I'm just cleaning my brushes, and if you really want to know what this brush cleaner is, it is the most amazing little thing. It's called a color cleaner. Cleaner, and it's fantastic. There's a sponge on the inside that actually just it's like a quick wash. It's like, because I still wash my brushes, I still put them through with my brush cleaner and all that kind of stuff, but I like to actually get the powder off before I kind of start. So I'm going to go with this brush just one more time. Now, with absolutely nothing on this, I think I'm going to taper down some of this a little bit. Just taper this down. Oh wow, they're so pretty though. So gorgeous. They look so good. I love it. Okay, so with the with my packet brush, I'm going to go with this Virgo one right here. Go with the Virgo. I'm going to prime that underneath the eye. I kind of just cover that, that bright green up just a little, just to mix the two together. And then I'm going to show you guys how to use your concealer to actually clean up eye makeup that goes way too far. I know that this is something that a lot of people probably know how to do, but it's something that's really simple, and we can actually get it done. It doesn't take much. It is just a simple cleanup, and it's fantastic. You can use just a regular brush like this one. I'm going to go ahead and clean that off as well. I'm going to grab my concealer. I'm only going to take just what's off the wand. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go put it on my hand here. So I have put just a smidge on my hand, a little tiny bit. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take just that little tiny bit. And this is the no crease concealer. So I go from up here, I'm going to come down like so, and underneath. Some people go up and clean it. You know, as long as I have the mark there, it's fine. Gonna go on the other side as well. And down from my eyebrow, just to my lash line. That's actually exactly where it should go. That's how it should go. You should just go from your lash line to the outside of your brow bone. Then go back the other way. And you can clean it up with your sponge, you can clean it up with your finger, you can, you know, clean it up with anything that you need to. I have one mirror over here, one up there, one here. So this one's going to go pretty high. I could actually follow that line and do a gorgeous wing liner. I'm just scared. I'm scared to do a wing liner. I can try it one more time, I guess. I'll try it on camera for you guys. I have the neatest shields, actually. They're just silicone and they're washable. And I wash them when I get in the shower the next day. After I've done my makeup, after I leave with my makeup. I mean, after I do my makeup. So I do wash them the next day, and I normally wear them. They're just shields. I haven't worn them with you guys yet. I've actually showed you a couple hacks. Like sometimes you can actually use a panty liner, which I know a lot of people think is very funny, but you know, it's a very inexpensive way, a very thin panty liner. It's a very inexpensive way to create a shield. And you don't have to buy anything extra. You can get like a package of them at the 99-cent store for 30. And then when you cut them in quarters, it just makes it 120 shields. Just use the flat side along your eye. Let's see. Let me find one more brush here. Okay, we're going to use this red blending brush. I'm going to go underneath also with that Aquarius as well. And the Aquarius again. And then I'm going to go ahead and go with the Capricorn matte, the olive green that we used. Just very light all the way across. So this is, you know, ending what actually it should be. So I know that this looks really tall. This one looks really tall. Yeah, I think they look good. So I think that, you know, I mean, makeup is never perfect. The best part is that you can blend it out. And that's just a way to clean it up. That's the best part about the concealer. You clean it up from there. And look, you have perfect shaded eyes. So now what I'm going to try to do, I guess, what I will try to do is I'm going to move one of my mirrors over here, okay? I'm going to go ahead and try to do that winged liner for you guys. I'm not good at this. I've seen how Wayne Ghost has tried to teach people how to do it. I'm not very teachable. Well, I am very teachable, but this right hand is kind of really bad. So I just want you guys to know. So here's what it looks like before. And what the colors look like. And they actually look really gorgeous. It's a wonderful fall color. Hey everybody, so I just wanted to let you know that I went ahead and did my eyeliner off camera because I'm too chicken to actually do it on camera. And I did my brows off camera as well. I am not good at that either. So anyway, just wanted to let you know, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to get some links over to BH Cosmetics because the Zodiac palette I would say is definitely my favorite one. I will work on some links and I'll see, like I said, if I can get it up there on the top for you guys. So let me know what you think of this look. And if you have any questions or comments, just go ahead and leave them below. Have a very wonderful day and everybody stay healthy, okay?